morning, everyone. It is the weekend before Christmas, so as you can imagine, I've got some stuff to get done today. First, I am making some pancakes. The chocolate chip Kodiak cakes, delicious. So I'm gonna make some breakfast and then I need to go run some errands. Gotta go get a few last gifts for some of my family members, and then I am going to pop into the bins and just see what I see in there. I would love to find, of course, some good things to flip, and then I also want to be on the lookout for some books for one of my nieces. I got my other niece a couple books at the bins in addition to her Christmas present, and so I want to get a couple more books for my other niece who's a little bit older, so going to see if I can find anything good. But other than that, I need to go run to either Target or Fred Meyer, couple random stops, the bins, and I need to go to the post office because I have a couple packages to drop off. But that is pretty much it. Just you know, nice productive morning ahead. It's currently 7:45, so gonna eat breakfast and then head on out. just got done at the bins, and you know those thrifting trips when you're just like, why did I even leave the house? Why did I even go thrifting? Well, it wasn't one of those days. I actually did find a couple good things. So I'm excited to share those when I get back home. I'm gonna go stop at Starbucks and grab a quick cup of coffee because I'm dragging, and I actually have a good amount of money in my Starbucks account right now, and I always feel like that's like a free coffee because it's money I already spent. So I'm gonna go get a coffee, and I was planning originally to run a couple more errands, but I think I'm just gonna go home for a bit, regroup, and then venture out either later or tomorrow. Okay, back home, and I'm gonna show you guys what I ended up grabbing at the Goodwill Outlet. I'm gonna wait for these sirens to go by first. First is this pair of Harley Davidson leather boots. I thought this was a very cool style, kind of a combat boot with a very unique detailing, fully leather. These looked like they were selling around $150 new on eBay, so I would guess I'll end up getting around $50, $60 or so for these. They do have just a tiny flaw on the back of this heel, but otherwise they're in really good pre-owned condition. They look like they have that worn in look already, but not in like an overly worn out kind of way. So I think this was actually a very good find, and I'm excited to get these listed. I really don't pick up shoes too often, but if I find a really good pair that I think will do well and hopefully sell pretty quickly, then I do like to grab them. I got this REI Co-op, very lightweight button-down shirt. It's kind of an outdoor hiking or fishing sort of a shirt. This is that REI Co-op tag. So this is a brand I actually just recently started grabbing for particular items, and I think it typically does do very well, especially for outdoor brands. And you know, I love a good lightweight item at the bins to help kind of bring the average cost of good down. So this was a good find. I think it'll be a good sale, and it didn't weigh too much, so it was just a good item to toss on into the cart. Then this one I think does need a little bit of a quick wash. I'll probably just wash all of these that I can. But this is an Urban Outfitters cropped Sherpa fleece full zip jacket. And I have sold a couple of these Urban Outfitters Sherpas before, and they do really well. So there's the Urban Outfitters tag. I did end up finding out that Urban Outfitters was one of my top 5 most sold brands on Poshmark this year. So, you know, it's a brand that I really like to sell, and it varies as far as the sale price goes. But if you can find a good item in good condition, kind of a more trendy style, preferably a newer one, it can do pretty well. So I would imagine this will sell 30, 40 or so. Then this is a brand I actually haven't sold for a little while. It's called Maeve. It's an Anthropologie brand. So just seeing those X's on the tag does indicate to me that it was originally at a regular Goodwill, and it looks like they actually priced it at $25. So I'm not too surprised nobody grabbed this at Goodwill, and then it did end up getting sent to the Goodwill Outlet, where I got it for just a couple dollars. So this is the Margot style, size small, and they have a really nice flared leg at the bottom and a little bit of a, kind of looks like a pleating or a raw seam down the leg. I don't know how well you can see that, but very good style. I'll probably use work pants as a keyword and or dress pants. So great style. I think this will probably also sell around 30 to 40 or so. This one I was quite surprised to see no one had grabbed ahead of me. It was in the new rotation, but it was a couple bins in for me, so it was not the first one I sifted through, but a couple later, so I couldn't believe it was still there. But it is a Patagonia pearl snap button-down shirt. It's got, I don't know what kind of print this is. Wouldn't quite call this a Hawaiian print, but I guess it's some kind of a print for sure. Honestly, it looks like cauliflower. I gotta look into this, see what the exact print is called, but the, of course, Patagonia factor and the pearl snap buttons is really why I wanted to grab it. So this should be a very good sale. I would actually anticipate this selling closer to around 50. I gotta check comps on it, but I think this will be a very, very good sale once I do get it listed, and it's 100% organic cotton. Great style. The pearl snaps are very in right now. I think all around this will be a very good sale. Didn't check comps on it, knew I was gonna get it at the bins for a couple dollars. No matter what, it will leave me with a good profit once it does sell. Then the hands down, without a doubt, no questions asked, best find of my day and probably my year was this Loro Piana, made in Italy, full zip, chunky knit or cable knit, cashmere sweater, gorgeous, beautiful, stunning. And I'm just gonna put the comps up right here on what these items sell for so you can just see for yourself. But I was so incredibly excited to come across this, and I don't know that I've ever actually found this brand. Never have picked it up. I could have seen it at some point before knowing what it was, but when I saw the tag, my first thought was there's gotta be holes in this. There's gotta be holes. It's a cashmere sweater, and a lot of times cashmere or wool items have some holes. So I really thoroughly checked a couple times. I didn't see a single hole. There's still a chance I will find a hole when I'm photographing, just because that can happen. But as of now, there does not seem to be any holes, and this should be an incredibly good sale. Definitely some good finds today. Not a huge haul by any means, but this is kind of how it goes for me these days. I do just try to pick up a handful of good items when I go and strive for quality over quantity. That's kind of the route I'm taking. So that is everything I grabbed. I'm going to have to wash some of this before I can get it all photographed, but I do have some other photographing I need to do today or tomorrow. And the good thing is I have to work tonight for a bit, and then I work Monday for just a few hours, and then I have like a little over a week off during the holidays. So I'm very excited for that, and I should be able to get some stuff done just on the days off I have, and you know, kind of catch up on things a little bit. So I'm very happy about that. I actually do need to get this video edited and uploaded today because Thriftmas Day 11 goes live today. So I am gonna wrap this up in just a minute, but before I do, I wanna show you guys what I sold over the last couple of days that I dropped off at the post office this morning. So let's go through those. So the first one was this pair of AYR high-rise wide leg jeans. These sold on Poshmark for $90. This was a bins pickup, and my boyfriend did give me these at the bins. He thought they would be a good brand to grab, and he was right. So these sold for $90. Left me with $72 before my cost of goods were taken out, so probably a total profit of about $70. And they were a really good sale. They sold within 90 days, so that's a good brand to be on the lookout for, AYR. My next sale was this Viore wool jacket, and this I actually grabbed at a regular thrift store for $15. I knew it was going to be a really good sale, and I had listed it, I believe, at $175, and then sent out 40% off offers. I think that's how this one went. If $90 is 40% off of $175. I think that is what I did. So I did send out offers. Someone accepted it. Or wait, no, sorry. This one I sent out offers 40% off, and I think it came to like 105, and then they countered at 90, and I accepted it. That's how this one went. So that left me again with $72 before my cost of goods were taken out. So it left me with about 50 something in profit. And this one took about a month and a half to sell, so not super fast, but definitely decently quick, so I will definitely take that. And then my last recent sale that I sold yesterday was this Ariana Grande Sweetener Tour crew neck sweatshirt. This just sold for $15 on Poshmark. I've actually had this listed for probably about a year and a half, so I was just happy to see that one get moved out and, you know, make a small profit. I think it was like a $9 and something total profit, so nothing major, but still a profit, and I did get it moved out. The AYR jeans and the Viore jacket were some pretty good back-to-back sales, so very pleased with those. And I think that's really all I need to share. I do have two things. I did stop in my P.O. box at the post office, and one is a return from eBay, and the other, I'm guessing, is an eBay sale that didn't get to the buyer because it says return to sender, unable to forward. So I don't really know what happened. I do need to do a little investigating, see what this was, and then message the buyer. But that is it for this video. I'm going to get a couple things done and then edit this video so it can go live today. And I will see you guys back here in 2 days for the final Thriftmas Day 12, which is very bittersweet. It's been fun, but it's also been a lot of work. But thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you have a really good rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.